All right, Shalom. All praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honor to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the hopefully elect. Okay, I want to do a little lesson on the angels, man. All right, because you brothers out there, and you few sincere sisters, man. We have angels around us. All right, that's a real thing. Okay, that's not a made-up fairy tale. All right, and that's not some like science fiction thing. No, they are really there. Okay, and they are in the so-called spaceships. All right, and the members of the elect, Lord's will, we are actually a part of that elect. I'm sorry, give me 1 second. Excuse me. So, Lord's will, we are really a part of the elect. We do have angels around us, okay? And what you don't see is greater than what you do see, right? When you start to understand the mysteries of the scriptures, when the Lord brings you to his true teachers, the men of Great Millstone, beginning with the elder apostles and elder bishops on down, right? When they start to expound the mysteries of the scriptures to you, you start to understand that there is a spiritual realm which is much greater, than this physical realm, and I'm not saying that to try and be Mr. Deep, but it's true, and sometimes the angels, will make themselves visible, okay, in the chariots, the so-called UFOs. Those are angelic vehicles, all right? Those are not, aliens. It's not, it's not another nation's technology. No, those are angels of the Heavenly Father and His Son, okay? The angels of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, all right? And like we're going to read here, Psalms 34:7. The angel of the Lord, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, encampeth round about them that fear Him and delivereth them, okay? So, you brothers out there, that are in the truth, and you few sincere sisters, right? We are protected. It might not feel like it, but I think you brothers can attest to certain situations where you may have been driving and somebody may have like tried to cut you off, and you're like, man, was this guy like trying to kill me? And the whole situation just worked out, because you had angels around you, or you might have almost slipped and fall and busted your ass, busted your head open, but you didn't. You regained your balance right at the last second. Why? Because you have angels around you. Or you might, whatever, you might have almost eaten something that was spoiled and would have made you sick. But at the last second, something came into your mind like, nah, don't eat that, And I'm just giving examples, you brothers can attest, right? There's times where you're just like, shit, I was just delivered. I was just delivered from a certain situation, And we always give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai for that, because it's the Lord that is, giving charge to the angels, giving directions to the angels to what to do, So let's get this precept in Wisdom of Solomon in the Apocrypha. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3 and verse 9. It says, "They that put their trust in Him shall understand the truth." Woo! You see? And we understand the truth, we understand the true interpretation of the scriptures, okay? The 100% gospel, all right, that Great Millstone teaches, okay? And that's because the Lord put the Spirit on us to put our trust in Him, okay? That's a gift. Trusting in the Lord is a spiritual gift. Anyways, it says, "And such as be faithful in love shall abide with Him." That's going to be the elect, right? Ephesians, the first chapter, He hath predestinated us before the foundation of the earth to be blameless before Him in love. I believe that's how the precept goes in Ephesians, the first chapter. It says, "For grace and mercy is to His saints, and He hath care for His elect." So if we are really the elect, the Most High cares about us so much that He's going to give charge to the angels over us to say, make sure nothing happens to this one, and that's very comforting, right? And as long as we endure until the end, Psalms 91 tells us that Most High is going to give His angels charge over us to protect us, And please forgive me. I'm driving right now. I hope you brothers can hear me. I know I got the rain. It's coming down pretty hard. But let's grab that precept. Psalms 91. All right. And this is just a beautiful psalm. This is a great psalm to read. I actually have this psalm as like a little like decoration at the crib. Like right next to the door. So I can read it. Before I leave the crib. But anyway, let's jump to verse 11. Psalms 91 and 11. For he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. Beautiful. So when all hell breaks loose, we're going to have these angels, guiding us, if we are really the elect, and we understand that some of us are going to have to get our heads chopped off. We don't know what percentage of us that is, but I personally believe that the Lord is not going to, leave you comfortless in that moment. If you have to do that, or if I have to do that, if we have to do that, then I believe the Lord is Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai is going to put a very, brave spirit on us, to go through with that, But we have these angels around us, man. I just want to say this, to hopefully uplift you brothers out there, and you few sincere sisters, that we are protected. We are a protected class of people. We roll with bodyguards, spiritual bodyguards that are in the chariots of heaven. So let's get one more precept. Isaiah 59. I'm sorry, give me 1 second. I'm sorry, not Isaiah 59. That's a good one too. Isaiah 65, I want to say. Isaiah 65 and beautiful. Isaiah 65 and 13. It says, "Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, behold, my servants shall eat, okay, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Okay, behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed." Okay, so if we are the true prophets, which, we are definitely prophets, we definitely have the correct message, now it's a matter of, enduring until the end, right, So it's looking like we are actually those servants of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. So we're going to eat, we're going to be good, we're going to drink, rejoice, be merry, okay, in the time of trouble, okay? Second Ezra, the second chapter, tells you that we're going to be cheerful and have abundance, roughly paraphrasing, in the times of sorrow and heaviness, which is Jacob's trouble, So, hey, I just wanted to touch on that real quick. Brothers out there, we have angels, man. We have real deal bodyguards. All right, we have real deal, big brothers in the heavens that are looking out for us. Even though you can't see them. Sometimes the Most High will say, all right, do like a chariot little flyby on him, so that he can be comforted, and that's beautiful. All praise to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, for giving the angels directions to do that, because that's extremely uplifting, to our spirits, but hey, with that, I pray that was edifying, uplifting, all praise to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakakodash, Shalom, to the hopefully elect, Shalom.